The dress. Broad. Yeah, they just told me dressing up. Like, you're perfect. Happiest woman alive.
Next Sunday.
Okay, let's begin. We've got about, we were expecting about 30 people, but I guess time's ticking, so we're going to start now. We've got a lot to do in this session. First of all, welcome to this afternoon session workshop. The title is called Show, Don't Tell, a simple demonstration for teaching students at all levels. You made the right choice for coming. This is going to be a great ride, and you're going to see very shortly why that is the case. But first, a bit about me. My name is Henry. I am a fourth year JET. The first year when I was on JET, I did junior high school, and for the past 3 years I've been doing senior high school. So I've done a range of the ages of the students, and I've experienced every single difficulty you can imagine in a classroom. I've experienced, and initially it was quite difficult because your JT doesn't know how to talk to you, you don't know how to communicate with your students, they don't listen. You spend way too much time preparing for a lesson that you don't even end up using. And but now I'm very fortunate where I'm at a place where I absolutely love my job because of the way that I've set up a structure and a routine that has worked in every single scenario. And I look forward to going to work because all the other stuff, there's lesson prep and all the other stuff has just been automated. So that leaves all the extra free time and energy to actually interact with the students and bust some balls, have a joke. It's a great time. So I'm going to hopefully give you some idea and help you get to where I am at the moment. Just a show of hands, who is teaching senior high school? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, who's doing junior high school? And elementary? Okay, great. All right, so things I'm going to show you today, it's a full 3-segment structure of a lesson, but you can take however amount of that you'd like to apply to your classroom, and it'll still work. Who is doing T2? Who's a T2 ALT? Okay, T1? Great, perfect. Okay, perfect. You're in the right place. So, why is this titled Show, Don't Tell? Oh, well, instead of telling you, I will just show you. So I'm going to start with a question, okay? I've written a list of things on a board, and I want you to guess what these things are about. What is the context of this? Is this A, about difficulties in the classroom and the suboptimal conditions? Or B, is this about your language learning towards Japanese? I'll give you 20 seconds and discuss with the person next to you. 20 seconds.
Also have learning styles.
Between us, we have 4.
Okay, let's check. Okay, who, put your hand up. Okay, let's go through these first. So first one, I don't know if you can see the back, is inconsistent vocab or grammar knowledge. Inconsistent levels of motivation to study, inconsistent learning styles, kinesthetic, visual, auditory, or social anxiety. So, who thinks it's A, these are about the suboptimal conditions in the classroom? Okay, who thinks B, this is about your language learning, about Japanese. Okay. Trick question, it's both. Why is it both? Because learning difficulties with second languages are universal. Doesn't matter if we are standing here in China, if we are standing here in Korea, if we're standing here in Brazil. These are all still problems that we face. And in fact, for us ALTs, we live in a country where the language we are studying is spoken, and even then, we lack motivation to study it, right? So imagine how difficult it is for some of the students, of your students, to be motivated to study English when it isn't even necessary for them on a daily basis. They don't have to go to the conveni and speak English. They don't have to go see a doctor and speak English. You do, and yet you still don't study Japanese as much as you should. Funny story, I actually had to get my gallbladder removed last month, and I stayed at the hospital, and I swear that was the single most amount of Japanese language acquisition that I had in the 4 years I've been in Japan.
So, broad experience, yeah.
Gotta talk to the nurses, gotta like tell them what's wrong with you, you know.
So you're saying we should go to the hospital?
Well, Henry's not the only person in Gunma who has credited an extended medical stay to their Japanese ability going up.
Okay. So two people to confirm.
So at least 3.
So we should get the first.
You have a lot of organs on
All right, so let's carry on. So today, I'm going to put you all into the shoes of your students and show you, not tell you, a foolproof way to have a successful lesson despite all of these potential issues. And the way we're going to do that is to run through a typical English team teaching lesson of mine, except that you will be the students in this simulation, and the language we are learning will be Japanese, which is your second language. And I will try not to use any English during the simulation, just like you will try not to use any Japanese during any of your usual English lessons with your JTE. And the wonderful Mark will be my JTE.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Great. So I'm going to walk out and I'm going to come in and the lesson is going to start.
Mark agreed with the beautiful words.
So I'm setting up the projector. I'm doing JTE things. I'm coaching Bukatsu.
Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Kids. Ohayou gozaimasu. お名前は何ですか？
ヘンリー先生。
はい。と、
マーク先生。
はい。ありがとうございます。着席。これは何ですか？もう一回。何料理ですか？牛丼。これは？はいはい。これは？OK、正解。今日のトピックはOkay. まずはペアアクティビティです。Word search。マーク先生。ペア、2人1枚お願いします。
はい。
先生、これ持ってきてないです。
誰かじゃあ3人でもいい。
3人でもいい。Oh, 3人でもいい。I lied. Enjoy your first one.
遊びたい。
始まっていいですか？
ちょっと打ち合わせできてないからいいかどうかちょっとわからない。
I don't know, we didn't do it.
じゃあちょっと聞いて。この Word Search は一緒にチームで見つけて探して回る。全部終わった後で手挙げて。わかりました？時間は5分。OK、始め。いきます。
何のペンでも丸つきますか？I'm gonna start from the bottom.
Thanks.
Alright.
This is an interesting way to go about it. I like it.
I was going down from the top. You can circulate.
残り2分です。
足りないです。まだ4分、まだ4分。あら、丸欲しい。
先生、ここ見て。じゃあ、
英語で意味を書いてください。
はい。Oh, geez. Obviously.
英語で意味を書いてください。スマホを使ってもいい。スマホで使ってもいい。
Yeah, like the way it's
英語終わりました。
はい。できました。
そして変えて。
大好きなんですか？ I bring the level down to that. So this partじゃあマーク先生、マーク先はい、ちょっと聞いて、時間終わり、ちょっと聞いて。今は意味を確認します。マーク先生は日本語で言ってから日本の意味英語で答えてください。
はい、じゃあ行きますよ。あ、cool。牛肉。
B。
はい、もう一回。
B。
丼。
ライスボール。
揚げた。
Sorry, I had it mixed up. You say in English, they say in Japanese. Because we're studying Japanese.
Yeah, alright, reverse that.
That's a real.
What's beef?
牛肉。
Okay.
ちょっと聞いて。牛肉。
牛肉。
はい。牛肉。
牛肉。
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 いいね。牛肉。
牛肉。
次。
Hi. What's something rice bowl?
丼。
いいね。
Okay. Fried.
揚げた。
はい、もう一回。揚げた。
揚げた。
What's flavor? Taste.
味。
Okay. What's chicken?
チキン。
Chicken, one more time. In Japanese. No. Yeah.
いいね。次。
Yes. Sushi. What's salty? What's sour?
酸っぱい。
What's salty?
しょっぱい。
Sour.
酸っぱい。
Okay. What's spicy?
辛い。
Fresh or raw?
生。
Pork.
豚肉。
Cool. Noodles.
麺。
Okay. And beef.
牛肉。
Alrighty.
いいね。Okay, one each.
Actually, they don't even tell them. Oh. Ah. なるほど。ホットドッグ。ホットドッグさ。
紙を折ってください。このように。3分。
完璧じゃなくてもいい。ちょっと聞いて、ちょっと聞いて。次のアクティビティはディクテーションリスニングのアクティビティです。私は日本語を言って聞いて書いてください。日本語。はい、1番目聞いて1番目。辛い丼が好きです。辛い丼が好きです。日本語で、もちろん日本語で。これは日本語の授業です。辛い丼が好きです。漢字できたら、でもひらがなもはい、隣のクラスメイトを確認してください。チェックしてください。ありがとうございます。ちょっと待って。英語で翻訳、意味は何ですか？英語の翻訳は。
I like spicy donburi.
I like spicy rice bowl.
正解。じゃあ2番目です。好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？クラスメイトと確認してください。ちょっと見て。答えです。好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？英語の意味は何ですか？
What do you order at your favorite restaurant?
正解です。
全然違いますと思います。
ああ、何ですか。
I think it means what do you order? 日本語わかってる。Okay, I think it says, what do you order at the restaurant you like?
正解。じゃあ、マーク先生、ちょっといい？よく聞いて。マーク先生、好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？
好きなレストランではね、お好み焼き注文します。
お好み焼き。じゃあ、逆。
ヘンリー先生、好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？
私は好きなレストランは新富のポタメンなので、濃厚野菜スープの唐揚げセットを注文します。じゃあちょっと練習しますよ。聞いて言ってください。好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？はい、隣のクラスメイトとちょっと聞いて答えてください。1分で。OK、ちょっといい？好きなレストランで、ちょっと聞いて、好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？
好きなレストランでピザを注文します。
何の味？
大体マーガリータです。
マーガリータ、いいね。好きなレストランで何を注文しますか？
ご飯と鶏肉。
鶏肉？揚げた鶏肉？
揚げた鶏肉。はい。
いいね。OK、最後のアクティビティは音楽のゲームです。グループのアクティビティです。6人でみんな立ってください。じゃあルールを説明します。今はこれは曲のリリックです。曲を聴いてチームと一緒に直してください。わかりました？ OK。
あ、いいね。さあ、袋を戻してください。
袋だけ OK。
バーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーバーじゃあ時間終わり。起立。はい、ありがとうございました。はい、名前は何ですか？OK、終わり。
How many more you got? One more? Is that all?
Okay, let's have a listen. So that was the Henry Sensei experience that my students have at school. Obviously, we usually have a 50-minute lesson, and we usually do 3 sentences instead of 2, and we usually listen to the song twice. So it's a little bit more extended. So we've got about 3 minutes left. To finish off, you have a handout on your desk. I want you to, with the people on your desk, choose 3 points from that and think of an example of how that was applied during my lesson. Okay? So I'll give you 2 minutes. It's a bit of a squeeze, but with the people right next to you, actually just choose one. Choose one concept that's listed on that paper and think of one example of how that was executed during that lesson.
1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
You will never find me without the finger pop. You got called out, you didn't have a thingy. This, I think it's just placed there. Is it recording? Maybe, yeah, actually. Possibly. You're hit record. My discussion group is so I'll
Okay, let's share. Let's share together. Let's share together. So who wants to share what they evaluated? Let's have a group. What's one concept that you talked about that you found an example of?
Appealing to different learning styles.
Okay, so what's an example of that?
Music is fun.
Great, okay. Oh, that's it? Okay, so the thing with the music is that some people are auditory learners. The other thing is, when you put students in a team, it puts way less pressure on a singular individual. Oftentimes we have the problems of, oh, they won't answer my questions, blah, blah. It's because they have to answer in front of the whole class. And some classes, they all know each other, it's fine, but some classes, they just don't like the social pressure. So the best thing is to while you do the word search and all the other activities, you walk around and monitor. And the best interactions I have are the ones when I have one-to-one while everyone else is doing theirs. So that's really, really useful.
But you did it both ways. You see, you had the team where not much pressure was applied, so everything felt comfortable.
Yeah.
But in the first crossword, I felt team pressure to do my best.
To find the word.
To find the word.
Oh, right.
Just
I
5
can-
minutes.
Yeah, so yeah, there was time. It was time.
Yeah, so usually we have more time to do that. And because you have so many different types of classes, you know, the worst thing you want to have happen is you do this whole like interactive thing and no one participates. So a crossword, a word search is a very, very reliable activity for them to do because they have social pressure with each other to actually do the activity and they don't have to express themselves in front of the whole class. So it's a great way to start a lesson and build rapport that way. And as soon as you start with something small, you can build up later.
So yeah, I think approaching it both ways is really great.
Thanks.
We talked about how it included both group work and individual work with the listening activity versus the song lyrics and crossword.
Great. Yes. Yes. The thing with the crossword also, the word search also, is that you get those sporty kids who who like it when they have something challenging, like a speed or something, but they're not very like book oriented. So that's another great way to motivate those different types of learners. Yeah. Anything else? One last concept I really want to hammer in, and it's something that Sonata Sensei spoke in the first conference, is that in an ESL lesson, it's not about the teacher. It's not teacher focused. You're not the star of the show. It's not a lecture. It's not a university lecture. It's not a TED talk. It's about the students. And when you realize that, the stress and the pressure you have about yourself, it goes down lots because you're only there just to facilitate the interactions the students have with themselves. Notice how a lot of the activities, I make it so that you're talking with each other. So that is the biggest takeaway I would like to leave you with. And I think time's up. So with that, I will end.
One, thank you, Henry, for